Hey there, coming live to color, of course. What am I doing? I I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to find my Inktense. That's what I've been coloring this page with. Oh, right side up. Inktense. Can you see it? Inktense. I have that really big case, which I'm kind of tempted to get out to use, but I don't know. Because they have a few more colors in that big one than they do in the pencil version. And sorry that I'm not quite uh, the big one I'm saying, but what I mean is the blocks. Because when I first tried the Inktense after I bought them, I was like, ooh. It's like, but I want more colors. And I think somewhere I saw a video that was talking about the blocks, and it's like, oh, it has more colors. So I was like, I want those. And like as I'm looking at them now, it's like, you know what? I might want to use them. I just unsaid everything I said initially, but yeah, there's more colors in the blocks. Um, I found myself wanting more colors as I was working on this. Let's see, where can I put this so that I can work with them? Now, I know I can put some of the blocks, like do some shavings or whatever of them in these oh my gosh, what's the name? All of a sudden I can't remember the name. Into these, and then use my water pen or whatever to put the color on the page. Um, I'm afraid of using too much watercolor block, but man, these colors are gorgeous, and they're easier to see than the pencils. It's something about the blocks. I keep picking up the pencils and thinking it's one color and then it's another color. And I know that's a reason for swatching, right? But I don't like to swatch. So, uh, hmm. Maybe because I wasn't exactly enjoying the process for some reason with using the pencils on this page. Now, I've used Inktense on other things and I enjoyed the process, but for some reason, I don't know why, I wasn't really enjoying it. But, blowing out my candle. But I'm determined to keep going with this and I don't want to switch to another medium until I get it together until I finish covering everything with Inktense, because I'm not good at multimedia for one, and I'm not good at Inktense. I'm trying to figure out how they work. So I want to push through. So, and I'm starting to kind of get a feel for ways to use it because I started layering with this one, like kind of blending and putting down color and then using the water pen to kind of move the colors around and together, almost like you do with oil painting. You put your pigments down and then you kind of move it around and blend it and what do you call it? Model it and things like that into the object, how you want the object to look or whatever. Um, Yeah, so that's another reason I don't want to stop working with the Inktense, even though I'm not really enjoying the process of coloring this, because I'm learning things from it. So, you can see this one here. I actually like went and added some really focus, added some kind of odd colors to it because I wanted to see, I just wanted to see what would happen, and I kind of like how that turned out. Um, I started doing that with the roofs too. With this roof, I did one color. I think I did a brown and I outlined all the. Oh my gosh, I can't. my language today. I can't remember words. I don't know what it is. The shingles or whatever. And then I used some kind of blue, actually, I think, over it. And then I did the water, and it turned out like this. And I really like that a lot. Um, I also like how this mountain turned out. I don't know what's up. What is up with the focus? This thing is usually good at focusing. Um, I really like how this hill turned out, but it's getting a little more to the realistic side, not the fantasy side. And I was trying to start off with the fantasy side of things. I was trying to make the whole thing fantasy, which is why my rocks are purple and things. Um, but yeah. And all of these have like these little circles underneath them, which I know there's probably a really great way to make that work for me, and I didn't do it. And now that I think of it, oh yeah, I use like a white waxy thing, and then like maybe like the neocolored ones or something, or a crayon, and then do the Inktense over it. I might get a nice little glow out of it. I'm not good at that either, but again, I guess I'll try it. I think I don't know what I tried using here, but I need to find my extra Prismacolor whites because maybe I don't have any. Maybe I've used them all up and I don't realize it because I use them so much, but that might be something good to put under there for a glow. Maybe I should try that with this pathway. Is use a waxy pencil and then use the Inktense. That kind of appeals to me as I think about it. So I did get a lot done. Because I just started this, I don't know, late yesterday. I just kept working on it, pushing it as far as I could go. So I think I'm just gonna, let's do that. I wonder if I should do the pencil thing first. I figure out what color I want the pathway. Now I'm not liking how the page is kind of like, look at it, it's like wobbly and crinkly because of the water. But, the nice thing is that it's a PDF, it's not a page in a book. So for me to iron it isn't going to be, as big of a deal. Oh, cool. So you got to Clint's live stream? That's good. Yeah, he works with some interesting things. Good morning, Shar, by the way. Or afternoon, depending. Afternoon, actually. Is it afternoon now? I think, yeah, it's afternoon now. Wow. Okay. I did a lot today. I was working on work stuff this morning. I think even before I had breakfast, I was working on work stuff. Now I did this with the white Inktense pencil and one of those grays or one of the blacks. I think it's the one that says it's charcoal, or I can't remember. But I like that. That almost looks like the grayscale of the page, but I actually did that, which is kind of cool. And I did it with this too. I wasn't sure what color to make it. It's like supposed to be metal or whatever, but so let's see. I feel my head is. I don't know how I'm going to get that thing because it's so little. I'm going to have to be very careful with it. But yes, I decided to come live because I've been doing a lot of stuff, and I didn't even realize it was afternoon now. And I'm going to do. Oh, I actually played my piano this morning too. I was practicing a little bit. Scales. Key of G. Trying to get the key of G. One sharp in the staff. Oh, brother. I didn't want you to fall. I really didn't want you to fall. Oh. I probably should work on a mandala too because I want to get back in the program of Mandala Mondays because I really like that. Thank you, M Beans, Color with Me, for introducing me to that and all the other challenges. I still want to get with those. I think this is a green light. This isn't white. Yeah, very green light, but oh well. I can't find my white, so I'm going to use this. It's a very close second to white. So let's see. It might be interesting for it to have like a green tint. This PDF, by the way, is from, excuse me, Dreamscapes Pages on Etsy. It's Seaside Towns. And yeah, because after I did that one page with she also did that page with the page, the interior, the room. That's from one of her PDF books. And so I don't know. After I did that one, it says, well, what else does she have? I'm kind of liking this a little bit. What else does she have I can play with? And her PDFs they were marked down. I don't know. They were marked down. Normally, like I don't know, $4 marked down, whatever. And then because I wound up buying several of her collections, I paid like a buck something for each one. I was like, goodness. So it was like $10 for the price of I don't know, was it like 4 or 5 books or something like that? It was like really cool. I don't know, cause they would be like pennies if you bought one just one picture. Let me see. Let me go to Etsy right now. I can go there. Now I think it seems like they might be like computer. I think they're computer generated. Um, but it's kind of interesting because I downloaded one of her mandala books, and they have an interesting quality to them that almost makes them seem like they're sketched. So I don't know. I wonder if this will. Oh, geez, I didn't want to do that. What I got from her, let me see. What's my order? For $9.40, I got from in this purchase from Dreamscape Pages, mandala coloring pages, grayscale printable patterns, 40 cityscape coloring pages. Um, each of these, and like that has 40 pages. I can't remember how many the mandala has, but it has a lot. Um, Fabled Forests, 40 grayscale fantasy pages. I may want to open that one today. Girl Portraits coloring book, 60 vintage grayscale pages. Cute Towns, 40 pop art grayscale printable pages. And then this one, 40 landscape coloring pages, Seaside Towns printable fantasy coloring book. I don't know how this is going to go if I put this in here. Do I need to open Tiny URL? I wonder, when does Tiny URL run out of tiny URLs? There's a question. She might have some single pages somewhere like on her page. There's a lot of stuff there. Yeah, everything is like 50% off. That's what it is. And then I got like even now I've got like a 70% off thank you code to download more. And I don't know, maybe I had a thank you code from the time when I bought the interiors book. But like I bought that like man, like year and a half ago or something like that. Um, I'm gonna do a tiny URL of the. Although does it maybe because I'm this is my live, it maybe it'll um shorten it automatically. Um, so you say how much would you pay per coloring page if they were separate? Well, geez, if you take I don't know if she offers them that way. Um, but this one particular book is regularly $4.50. And it's on sale for $2.25. Um, yeah, so doing the math. And she does have some books where like it seems like the images are too close together, so I was looking through them to look for the ones that weren't like that. So I kind of want to color some of my circle thingies like she does in her picture, has in her picture. And I think some people use these for coloring on their tablet. Yeah, and I think most of her stuff, it looks like it actually all looks to me like it's AI. Um, what the heck is with my focus? This thing is always good at focusing. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, that might be, something to do with her pricing. I am personally kind of getting a little, kind of thinking more about the AI stuff because of the impact that it has um, on people and the environment. But, verdict's still out on some of that. But, okay, that's probably one reason not to use the green, but I'm using it anyway. Green light. I said I wasn't going to do any pencil stuff on here yet. Oops. See what happens. But I want to see what happens with whether I need something more waxy on here or not as a foundation to the Inktense. And now for this, I'm going to need the pencil. But I don't have that out. I want to see if there's anything. What if we do the clouds? Ooh, what I could do with the clouds. Now the clouds are big enough. I can put down like a neo color 2 or marabou art crayon or a crayon and get some effect. I gotta figure out what I want to do though. I don't know. Too many questions, not enough answers. Flip it around. Let's start coloring. Enough talking. Enough of me talking. What sky? What color do I want the sky? I think I'm gonna use. Ooh, bring it out. So we can do a combo. See how light I can get it. Do I need? And something I'm noticing, I feel like I'm gonna need another Inktense white pencil because I've been using that a lot. But for now, I can use the. I think they sell these separate. I'm gonna have to look because I was using that white a lot. Hey, Regina. I'm gonna do this and figure out how to apply. Get on your hands. Not too much. Not too much. What's my water? My little thing of water. I try not to drop it. Eh. Control my water. And when I saw in one of Foxy's videos a couple weeks ago the water pen she had, I was like, I couldn't help it. It's like, I want that. I want that water pen. It looked really, it looks like it was, like glass or, I don't know, it just looked like, I don't know, it looked really snazzy. And it looked like it was easier to hold in the hand and easier to control. And like she was talking about how it won't blop out a whole lot of water on you and stuff like that. And so I went looking, and I had them in my cart for a couple weeks, and I finally just clicked, okay, I'm gonna get them because there was something else that I needed to get, and it's like, okay, I'm putting that with it. I'm getting them, especially if I'm gonna use my Inktense and other things. Start doing a little more with water. I want choices. And I want to try not to drop too much water on the page as much as I possibly can, especially training so that if I work in a book, I don't drop as much water down because you drop a whole lot of water down in a book, that's like there's nothing to bring it back from that. I need to let that dry a little bit before I do anything else. Where's my Do I want some blue there too? But then it's going to be green. I'm going to have to let it dry first, right? Thinking about the use of that's again where I'm thinking about using some kind of waxy medium to kind of keep some colors from blending. That's what's going through my head right now. But then once you put the wax down, then it's possible the Inktense won't go down over it either. So like, how do you do that? What order to do it in? All that jazz. I don't know. That's what's going on. If you smell wood burning, that's why it's burning. That's what I'm thinking about. Oh, okay. I want a little kind of sun action up here. Why do you feel like Bob Ross? And then what do I want? I want some blue around here. Blue I used. Keep your finger out the wet part. Oh, I know. I was working on this last night when I was in Foxy Colors Live. That's when I started this, I think. Or I had started it a little bit before that, like an hour before her live. And then I was working on it during her live. I remember now. Takes a little bit. Okay. And I'm really growing to love PDFs. Because then I have to worry about, I ruined a whole book. Nah, I'm using my Marabou blender. Using some of there's waxy. I'm going to put it on with my finger, actually. Oh, well, that didn't look good. It looks dirty. Oh, from the Inktense I had in my hands. Duh. I'm just going to go around it just a little bit to see if that'll control the... Ugh, that looks nasty. What is that? Ew. Anyway, we'll cover that up. We'll get better as we go along. I hope, I hope, I hope. It's still going over it a little bit. Well, that looks weird, doesn't it? So it blocked it out a little bit. Huh. Let's see what happened. Hello? There's water. Put water in this last night. There should be water. Come out. And it's still snowing. It just will not stop. It's still snowing. Oof. Wop. I think part of the reason why I wasn't enjoying the process basically is because I didn't really know what I was doing. And, so it's kind of like, how's this going to turn out? So you just kind of have to go in and, okay, this is learning. We're learning how to use these things. We don't know how to use them. We're going to learn how to use them. Let's see here. Okay, what do we got? So it looks kind of wonky right now, but that's just the beginning, not the end. Why is this going off? Why? Stop it. Come back on. I don't want you to go to sleep. Oh, well, I guess it decided it wants to sleep. I'm going to let it sleep. Oh, it's got a delayed reaction now. I need to figure out where did my morning go, but I guess I just did a lot already. And that took time doing everything I did. Okay. Oh, that's why it went to sleep. Put in some Jason Lewis Mind Amend. Well, I can't listen to it on here. Or I could just let it go to sleep. Okay. I wonder if I should do, like, in some of her illustrations she has, his or hers, because I don't know who Dreamscapes is really. There's like these little circle thingies going on, um, even in the sky, but she didn't have it on this one, and I'm wondering if I should put them in on this one. Yeah, I think we have enough snow too. We're kind of like at like 4 feet or so at this point. And it's kind of like, okay, you can stop now. Um, but we haven't had a really snowy winter in a long time. And this place is known for its snowy winters, so we are kind of overdue. So the interesting thing was they had all these parking restrictions and everything um, in the city, but and there were parking lots that you couldn't really park in or anything at my job, but it was still open. It's like, well, so, like, okay, if you go there, you don't have anywhere to park, or you can't park where you're supposed to park. And so, if you do park anywhere where you're supposed to park and can park, that means you're going to have to walk to the building you got to be in, which means you're going to have to walk among all these big piles of snow. And yeah, it's like, well, that doesn't sound like a good time. And I was like, well, I'm glad I'm not working on Friday, because that would not have been a fun time. Okay, I really don't like how that looks, but I don't know how we're gonna fix it. That's gonna need some serious work. A big blob of yellow. Didn't really. Oh, art crayon didn't really block the yellow as much as I would have liked. Anyway, I don't know if going over it with white is gonna work either. Let's see. The white's on the edge of the tray, at the end of the tray, so is this? It's not, yeah, and it's not dry either, so let me wait. I think I'm going to use my pencil for this. Switch to pencil. And do our little circles. So I hope everybody's having a good day. So I'm just going to put color down and then I'm going to swirl it and see what colors come out of it. Basically. Which is kind of fun. Want yellow or... I don't want yellow with the blue though. Green. I really want like a turquoise. But let's just say, see, some of these colors, it's like hard to figure out what they are on the pencil end. I don't like that. Teal green. Okay. Probably need that. Oh, that is the one with that tip. I need a napkin or something. Let's use this a little bit. I think I'm going to do some organizing this afternoon. Continuation of organize the books. I don't even know, where was it that I put the white? That's one place. Look at that. It doesn't go over the pencil. That's what I'm looking for. Looks like they have jewels on their road. Also thinking today about maybe I still haven't wound up that yarn that I washed, and so I'm thinking about maybe sitting and watching some streaming stuff and winding up that yarn, and maybe trying to make my first Tunisian crochet square. Now that I have the proper needles to do that, hooks. I really like the look of that stitch, the Tunisian stitches, because it's closer together, and what, I don't know, it has more of a sweater type look to it, like a knitted sweater look. But that looks kind of boring. Unless I make the road red, which I could do. I think I'm gonna. Hey, Anfield. Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing well. Staying warm. Like I said the other day, I was watching somebody who has a farm in Portugal, and I guess in northern Portugal, and there was snow. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know it snowed in Portugal. I had no idea. I was like, goodness. So I don't know where it might be snowing. I was also wondering how they're doing in Nova Scotia. It was weird. I had a video that came up in my feed or a short or something, and it was weird because it came up with their winter last year. Because I was looking at it, I was like, oh my gosh, they really got slammed. And then I was thinking it was, now. And then I saw in the comments somebody was saying that this is from, you know, January 2024. I was like, oh. But then with what's going on, here now, I'm thinking, I wouldn't be surprised if they were getting slammed now. I haven't investigated it any further, but that's someplace I wouldn't mind going to someday. Nova Scotia and Thunder Bay, Canada, and Prince Edward Island, because two of my favorite people, two friends of mine, that's actually where their roots are. Is Prince Edward Island. The funny thing is, I introduced those two people to each other because I knew that they would like each other if they met each other, and then found out, that I already knew the other one, my best friend that passed away. I knew his roots were Prince Edward Island, but I didn't know my other friend's roots were Prince Edward Island. And then he said that when they met, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, is there something about Prince Edward Island I need to know more about? Because you two are some of my favorite people in the whole world. I don't like how this that yellow turned out. Or that red. I mean, not yellow, red. I think it's already like probably gonna have to adjust it with pencil. Oi! I can't. Sometimes you mess with it too much. You just messing with it too much. Sit back and look at it later. If I were better with, these Inktense things, I probably would do better. But for now, I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna have to tweak it. I am gonna have to tweak it later because I want to be careful about touching this one with a pencil while it's wet. Although, look at me. I'm doing it anyway. I'm gonna see what this can do. I like the way it looks. It has this kind of watercolor, kind of painterly look to it. I like that. I think this is supposed to be a bike or something. I don't know. Some kind of mechanical thing. Okay, well, it's colored in. I can say that much. I got one stone over here to do. Can we remember how we did it? What is this? Mauve. Mauve. I think I'm actually going to bake oatmeal cookies today, which I haven't done in ages, but I'm not doing my traditional recipe. I'm actually using up some packets of instant oatmeal that have been around for a while, and I can't. It's not really comfortable for me to eat that oatmeal with the braces on, so I haven't been eating it. And so I'm gonna make cookies from them. I think now that since I don't have that, when it was that thing called that was behind my front teeth for forever. Since I don't have that anymore, I thought, maybe I could kind of eat cookies now and not, have it be near impossible or uncomfortable. So, thank you, Regina. I happened to find the other day another diamond painting channel that I don't know, just I guess it showed up in my suggestions because I wasn't originally subscribed to them, and I've just been going there and just listening because their conversation is entertaining. Um, what's the name of it? Let me go to my YouTube. I gotta look at my channel. I figure it's kind of silly for me to mention the channel and then not mention the name of the channel. That's kind of goofy, huh? Wouldn't be the first goofy thing I did. Okay. Here it is, Shantae G. Will this let me? Shantae G, My Life. Okay, I'm gonna open this up and then. Oops. Shantae G, My Life. I'll just post the video. But their diamond paintings were really, they were different, and they all had one that was kind of different from the other, and their conversation, it was just kind of warm and cozy and fun. So I've just been hanging out in the clouds. They don't know I'm watching yet, but there's their channel. You might enjoy them too. It was just nice to have playing in the background. So that's their channel, Shantae G's channel, the live that she had with friends in their channel. I may come out of the clouds sometimes, but maybe not. I don't diamond paint, so, but I know some of you do, and you might enjoy her channel. Just like I don't make shadow boxes, but I watch Clint's videos, and I don't do model trains, but I like watching Anfield's channel, so I like to watch the things I don't do as well as the things I do. There's more stones in the corner. Don't forget these. Should I make them red and orange? I'm gonna do some, I don't know, do some hardcore praying today. Also, I'm a list of things to do. Unless I save that for tomorrow, but why wait? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so we got that corner with the rocks. We still have some to do in here. And you know what? I want one to be turquoise. Where's that color? Is this it? Yeah, teal green. Excuse it throws me off because it looks very green. It doesn't look very teal at all. So that's kind of, that threw me off a little bit seeing this. Every time I pick it up, it's like I'm not sure that it is what I want it to be. But do we have another? I don't know where else I want it. I think just there. And then give me that. Just want one little oddball one in there. Maybe two. Mm-hmm. Yesterday I went on to the site for BritBox with the intent to cancel my subscription, and Then I saw some things in the recommendations like I might like that. Like stuff they just added. So they still got me. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this road. This thing is kind of bugging me a little bit. But it's probably not gonna, yeah. It's not gonna come up. It's too late. It's too late. It's inked. Officially inked. Inked in. Okay. Hmm. So now I gotta do all over here, which for me I was kind of stressing a little bit because it's kind of tiny. We probably need to deal with this like a dot 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 and blend so that most of the work is the blending, like I was talking about, like with painting, like how you put the pigment down and then you model it into whatever, however you want it to look. So that kind of takes the stress off of trying to, oh, but I need to color the whole thing in and make it this color. It's like, nah. Put some pigment down and then put the brush on it and kind of swirl. Put the brush on and swirl. I still keep thinking about my gouache and the acrylic paints. And it's like, oh, just don't have this set up yet to be able to play. Because I was thinking about, well, you could take like the leftover um, acrylic you have from those little portrait painting things I did with Jill Comfort Zone's sipping paint, and mix that with the medium stuff that you bought to try it out, figure it out, and do that in like my junk journal, just kind of playing around with it to see what it does, how to do it. But I don't even have enough room to play with it like that. I need room on my desk to be able to have all those things on here. And so, unfortunately, for now, it's got to wait. But I got it in my mind. I'm working towards it. Is this the teal? Yeah. Make sure I have enough down to make it matter. To be able to swirl. Because once you put the water on it, it's going to like, I don't know. Still trying to figure out the limitations. So I'm kind of, because I did the short for that, for the interior, I put it on, actually put it on messy desk coloring instead of here. Because like I was saying, I think it kind of, I'm feeling like moving, my coloring stuff gradually over to messy desk coloring. But like I kind of was like, am I? And like the effort to do that, moving videos and things. I don't know how that's gonna work, but it seems like that's something maybe, I don't know, somehow I'm supposed to do. So I figure, well, maybe if I just put my shorts over there, my coloring shorts on that page, that's a way to do it. Because I got that message from a message from YouTube that like if I didn't start doing something more with that page, I was gonna have to do the I don't know, that re-authenticating thing or whatever, which I mean, I guess I would have no problem doing that, but like who wants extra work? I don't. So if I already have it authenticated for all that, I should just like upload more. Okay, so that was a quick kind of like dot dot dot. That's not too bad. You might want to add a little bit of color here and there once it dries off. You can see that. Now, does this refocus if we do that? Yeah, it does. So, without too much effort. Dot dot dot. What's next? Yeah, these guys. Ooh, what color do I want them? Oh, there's a roof. What color do I want that roof to be? I don't use this color, I don't think. Maybe I'll use this a lot of places. How about that? I don't know what that is. What is that? Is it a swing or something? I don't even know. That's part of the house. That's a problem. I had a mix of colors for that, so now I know what that was with. Then the trim. Ooh. I don't know if I should use regular pencil for it or what. The window panes and things. Did I do that? Do you want another color in any of these? I do need to look for my Crystal Kingdom book because that's what Mandy's coloring in. I think she has it in a color along with that. So I gotta look for my book. Maryland. How long have you been on here? Almost an hour. Almost. There's so much water in that. Kind of just have to let the water drop and then let it do what it's gonna do. Because it does actually make it fills it in, but it's like it's so wet now because of this has like a whole drop of water right there. You can see it. But I'm just gonna let it dry. I'm not going to try and manipulate it anymore. There's just so much water coming out of this. Oh, the sky. What else? What else? What else? I don't know what color to do their stairs. We're moving right along. That's for sure. Yeah, this is cardstock. Yep. And I wish I had the name of it with me, but it's not Astro Bright. It's something that I like better than Astro Bright, but it's cardstock. Okay. Yes, I like how the Inktense they can give you this like painterly type look, like you're using watercolor or something. I like that. What color for the stairs? I don't know. How dry is this now? It's pretty dry. Wow, it's really dry. Okay, what do we want to do? What are we gonna do with the clouds? That's a difficult one. So you make or break. We could do the lighthouse instead. Oh, I can get my lines straight. I don't know how to make that beige. I can make it white, but I can't. I want well. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I want to make the stairs turquoise, but I kind of do. It is fantasy, right? We can do what we want. I want that one to be purple. I want purple stairs. I don't know which one is going to be the best. That did it. I'm going to give him purple stairs too. You know what? This kind of makes me think, you know what? Using Inktense on an RJ Hampson page? Hmm. I purposely didn't go all the way over on this stair because I think I want to put another color on it. But I just gotta wait for it to dry. Rocks up there. Mm-hmm. Did you get all of your Oahu markers swatched, Cha? I was following some of your videos on that and I don't know if I'm caught up. Ooh, they're looking mostly red for some reason. These rocks. As much as I can in this sitting. And then we can go over this a little bit. Give it a little more color. It's not what I thought I was picking up. Might be not a good idea to do all this together, but I'm gonna just because. Okay. Definitely gotta do something about that. That's ridiculous. And the bad part about that is I gotta, unless I use like a, turn this to like, make it like sunset and make it like a, that's what I'm feeling right now. Make it like a kind of sunset sky and blend in some like, reds and pinks or whatever to kind of like take away the brashness of that because I don't like how that looks. You gotta do something about that. But this is where I am so far. And I'm gonna try working on it till finish the Inktense stage of it. See if ask myself if I want to go in with other pencil or neo colors or anything like that, but I kind of like it keeping it just as Inktense, just so I can see how that worked for me, be able to reflect on it. Um, so that's it for me for now. I'm gonna get up and run around the house, get some coffee, do some other things. So I thank you all for joining me, and have a good rest of your day. Bye bye. I know I always do that, and I have like that. I don't know what that is. Like I'm doing the Vulcan, whatever thing. I don't know what that is about. Bye, y'all.